Hi everybody. It's the end of March and Easter is coming up this Sunday. And we didn't have time to do a St. Patty's Day video, so we're running a little late. But we wish everybody a happy St. Patrick's Day. I know I had corned beef and cabbage, which was really good. And we were just having a little lunch outside here, chili dogs and a beer, which is probably the same type beer we had on St. Patty's Day. But all in all, we survived it safely and everything. One of the things, look at these hats, and I'm like the town gesture, okay? But take what we say very seriously. I'd like to first apologize to Sean Hannity, and Mark Levin of WABC Radio. You guys were absolutely right. We should have never voted for Obama. I mean, he really is, he's destroying this country. Okay, the medical didn't even, come into full effect and things. And you could see from the doctors and things, why become a doctor? I could go do something else if I'm that smart. And they're entitled to make a decent buck, Sure. I mean, they got their life in your hands.
What a money, yeah.
I can't apologize enough to you guys. You hit it right on the head. I mean, when I used to walk around with this sign, I would go from town to town walking around with this sign. It says, my printing career ended 18 months ago at Staples. I just received my last unemployment check. Still could lose my house and other belongings, but I'm still voting for President Obama in 2012. And then the rest is just, talk to me, and I'll tell you why, because of, the policies, that Staples had with, they bought everything in China, and Mitt Romney started the company, or helped start the company, and with everything that was being brought in from China, it created the jobs there, the same people that we borrowed all the money from.
Yeah.
So, here, we gave them the ability to come back at us, and one of the things that I'm so surprised that nobody ever talks about, is that whatever happened to savings bonds? Why can't we buy savings bonds in America like we did before to fight wars and everything, to put stuff back in the government's pocket? I mean, we won't get the same interest rate we got years ago, but it's better than, borrowing the money from any country, regardless of who it is. I think the latest thing on the radio, 17 trillion, let's be fair, $17 trillion.
We're in debt?
We're in debt.
Wow.
Now, a lot of people, like Lou, he's retired, I'm still unemployed. Nice house behind you. I hope I could still keep it for a while. But what happens is that, all the people, you can't listen to all these shows and understand what's going on in the country. You don't have time to listen to Rush Limbaugh and Sean Hannity and Mark Levin and stuff. So we're going to kind of condense it down. We're in trouble.
Yeah.
Your kids are in trouble. They all owe money that they don't have. Okay, and it's getting worse. And when this Obamacare comes in, okay, you're lucky if people keep you employed. What don't you hear about this? Okay, where the economy is going. And, also, Governor of New Jersey, okay, the Obama hugger. There are no jobs in New Jersey. Okay, I go around taking pictures all the time of all the places of stores for rent. Okay, every place I go, there's stores for rent. Okay, there's buildings that are empty. At the end of this video, there's going to be pictures of all those that you could scan through. I spent less than 2 hours taking pictures of all those buildings that are for rent. Now, those buildings probably used to employ 20 to 30 people. There are no jobs in New Jersey. If you look at my smartphone, okay, every day...
Can a still afford it?
Or, some things you just got to keep. I'll do this before you... Good thing you brought up the beer, Lou, because I would have never got this size beer. But what happens is that right here, Okay, on the smartphone is jobs for today, management type jobs. They're not the dishwasher jobs. Most of them are manager jobs. Okay, when I scroll through them, okay, what's amazing is that they're in New York, New York, New York, New York, New York. Okay, very rarely do I run across one in New Jersey. Okay, and yet they're coming from the New Jersey Department of Labor. So like I say, okay, all you people out there, there are no jobs in New Jersey. I'm glad you think it's funny. You're retired. Okay, I'm still looking for a job, and I don't see anything coming my way real soon, unless I want to commute possibly to New York. And then
come back to Brooklyn. I'll put you up there for a while.
That's like $13 to go through the tunnel or whatever transportation is.
It must be $20 just to come here today. $20 in tolls.
$20 coming and $20 going back. So for you to come from Brooklyn,
Verrazano is only one way, so I'll save on that.
It's $15 there, $8 or $10 to go back to New York.
Yeah.
Okay, now you're up to $25. If you take the turnpike, that's another $10.
Yeah. Each way.
It's unbelievable.
Whatever happened to the American dream? There's no more American dream. Person getting married and wants to have a family of 4 or 5, they can't do it anymore. The wife has to work. The kids go into preschool at 2 years old. They're both working. It's no more life. It's not like it was when we were growing up. Whatever happened to father knows best. Come home. She's got high heels on, a nice skirt with the apron over it, and dinner's all ready. There's no more life like that anymore. Budding kitten.
I don't know. I'm not saying I got the answers. Okay? Everybody got a different answer. Okay? All I know is the 22 years that I had a business, okay, people came to me and asked for jobs. I know one thing down deep. You never go to anybody, or I should say, whenever you're going for a job, you always go for a job for somebody who has money. They're the ones that provide the jobs.
Right.
Okay? So, if you don't give them some bennies, to invest that money in especially this day and age, because with how many businesses are closing up day after day.
That's right.
You got to give them some special incentives.
That's right.
Okay?
Otherwise, he'll just put it in the bank and just take care of himself and his family.
Yeah.
That's it.
Or overseas. Okay? Think about this. Okay? If you put quarters, okay? I mean, your kid, you give him an allowance, he goes puts his quarters in the piggy bank. Okay? That kid already owes like $35,000. Okay? Those quarters would collapse this table. They would be so heavy. Okay? And you still let the government do this. Okay? In good conscience, that's why I probably stay up all night. I worry about this. I worry about my kids. They got decent jobs. They're not getting married because, they could probably never afford the American dream.
Yeah, most kids are coming back to the house again. They left the house, get their own apartments, now they're back home with mom and dad.
Yeah. It's sad, and sometimes they bring their kids.
Oh, yeah.
So it's really sad, excuse me, the way the country is going. Sean Hannity, I'm sorry. You hit the nail on the head. Mark Levin, same thing. Maybe sometimes that you guys just believe there's so much deep in your hearts that, I went the other way.
Right. Okay,
just because, I didn't think anybody could be that bad. I was wrong. The President of the United States, just within the borders of this country, is just going to put us into turmoil. Okay?
That's what he wants. I think he wants everybody on the same, no more middle class, everybody on the same level. No more rich.
When you have a business, you can't hire everybody that's equally good. You got to have some people that don't perform as well as others.
Right.
Okay, whether you have a baseball team, you can't get everybody to be the same and everything. You got to put up with all walks of people.
And you pay them different salaries.
And hopefully you compensate them, for the better performers and things. But man, we're right down the toilet. Okay, medical benefits. I could see when we get older, that they're going to rubber stamp. You need heart surgery. You have a blockage. Nope,
Nope.
we're not going to do it.
Too
Nope.
expensive.
He's 80 years old. What does he want to live to? Rubber stamp. Nope, nope, nope. Really sad. I hope whichever good Americans is watching this video, okay, will look deeper into it. Spend a half an hour talking to maybe your husband, your spouse, other workers, okay, and see what they think. Something got to change. The elections are coming up. Maybe we could make a little change. The year after, we could definitely make a big change in who's running the government and everything, okay? And this is just a financial thing we're talking about. We're not talking about gun control. We're not talking about gay marriage or things. This is one thing that affects your pocketbook. It's going to affect your lifestyle, your kids' lifestyle, your kids' education, your kids' medical. Okay? So,
Number one priority.
Yeah.
Number one.
Please be aware of that. Give them a shout out. That's what it should be.
Economics. Get our country back to work.
Yeah.
Put money in our pockets again.
And Governor of New Jersey, you worry about the shore. I could see you like Obama, you're hugging him and things, but man, there are no jobs here. Everybody else, I'll give you a few minutes, okay, you'll see all the buildings that I'm talking about, and I didn't even scratch the surface. We'll talk to you next month. Thanks for listening. We'll talk to you soon, and God bless America.
Please.